California, land of sunshine, surf, and ghost towns? Scattered across the state, from the Sierra Nevada foothills to the Mojave Desert, lie remnants of a bygone era. These ghost towns, once vibrant hubs of activity, now stand silent, their stories whispering on the wind. They offer a glimpse into California's boom and bust past, a time when the discovery of gold and silver drew fortune seekers from around the globe. These abandoned settlements, frozen in time, evoke a sense of mystery and adventure. Walking through their deserted streets, one can almost hear the echoes of miners' boots, saloon laughter, and the mournful strains of a distant fiddle. Each crumbling building, each weathered signpost holds a story, a fragment of a life lived in pursuit of fortune, adventure, or a new beginning. What secrets do these ghost towns hold? What tales of triumph and tragedy unfolded within their now silent walls? Join us as we journey back in time, exploring the rise and fall of California's ghost towns and uncover the fascinating stories they have to tell. High in the eastern Sierra Nevada, at an elevation of 8,379 feet, lies Bodie State Historic Park, home to one of the most well-preserved ghost towns in the American West. Founded in 1859, after the discovery of gold in the region, Bodie quickly grew into a bustling mining town boasting a population of over 10,000 people at its peak. The town was notorious for its lawlessness and wild atmosphere, earning the nickname the Bad Man's Paradise. Shootouts, saloon brawls, and stagecoach robberies were commonplace. Despite its rough exterior, Bodie was also a place of industry and innovation. The Standard Company Mill, a marvel of early 20th century engineering, processed millions of dollars worth of gold ore during its operation. Today, Bodie stands as a testament to the boom and bust cycle of the mining era. After a devastating fire in 1892 and the decline of gold production, the town's population dwindled. By the 1940s, Bodie was virtually abandoned. In 1962, it was designated a National Historic Landmark and a State Historic Park, preserving its buildings and artifacts in a state of arrested decay. Visitors to Bodie can stroll down the town's deserted streets, peer into the dusty windows of its saloons and stores, and imagine life in this once thriving gold rush town. The silence is broken only by the wind whistling through the empty buildings, carrying with it the whispers of Bodie's colourful past. From the rugged mountains to the Mojave Desert, we encounter Calico, another ghost town with a story to tell. Located in San Bernardino County, Calico was once a booming silver mining town. Founded in 1881, it quickly gained a reputation for its rich silver deposits, attracting miners, merchants and adventurers seeking their fortune. At its peak, Calico boasted a population of over 3,500 residents and was home to over 500 silver mines. The town was a hive of activity with saloons, stores and even a red light district catering to the needs of its inhabitants. One of Calico's most notable residents was Walter Knott, who later found fame and fortune with his berry farm and theme park, Knott's Berry Farm. However, Calico's prosperity was short-lived. In 1890, the Sherman Silver Purchase Act caused the price of silver to plummet, devastating the town's economy. By the early 1900s, Calico was virtually deserted, its silver mines played out, and its inhabitants having moved on to seek their fortunes elsewhere. Today, Calico is a popular tourist destination, offering a glimpse into California's silver mining past. Many of its original buildings have been restored, including the schoolhouse, the general store, and the Calico Hotel. Visitors can explore the town's historic sites, pan for gold, and learn about the lives of the people who once called Calico home. Our journey through California's ghost towns takes us next to the Inyo Mountains, where we find Cerro Gordo, a name that sends shivers down the spines of those familiar with its history. Perched high in the desolate landscape, Cerro Gordo was once the largest producer of silver and lead in California. Founded in 1865, Cerro Gordo quickly gained a reputation for its lawlessness and violence. Shootouts were common, and the town's cemetery filled rapidly with the victims of mining accidents, gunfights and disease. Legends abound of lost treasures, vengeful spirits and the echoing screams of miners trapped within collapsed tunnels. Cerro Gordo's most famous tale revolves around a deadly gunfight in the town saloon. Two miners, fueled by whiskey and rivalry over a dancehall girl, faced off in a duel that left both men dead and several bystanders wounded. The incident cemented Cerro Gordo's reputation as a wild and dangerous place. Despite its tumultuous past, Cerro Gordo played a significant role in California's mining history. Its silver and lead production contributed to the state's wealth, and the town's remote location and rugged terrain posed unique challenges for early transportation and communication networks. Today, Cerro Gordo stands as a stark reminder of the sacrifices made and the risks taken during California's mining boom. All that glitters, the rise and fall of boom towns. The stories of Bodie, Calico and Cerro Gordo illustrate a common theme in California's history, the rise and fall of boom towns. Driven by the discovery of gold, silver or other valuable resources, these towns sprang up almost overnight, attracting fortune seekers from all walks of life. At their peak, boom towns were vibrant and chaotic places, characterized by rapid growth, economic prosperity and a distinct lack of law and order. Saloons overflowed with miners eager to spend their hard-earned wages, while gambling dens and brothels operated openly. The streets were crowded with prospectors, merchants and entrepreneurs, all hoping to strike it rich. However, the boomtown phenomenon was often short-lived. As quickly as they emerged, these towns could decline and disappear. The depletion of resources, fluctuations in market prices, or natural disasters could spell doom for a boomtown's fragile economy. When the gold or silver ran out, or when disaster struck, residents often packed up and moved on, leaving behind ghost towns as haunting reminders of the ephemeral nature of fortune and the cyclical patterns of history. These deserted settlements stand as stark monuments to the boom and bust cycles that have shaped California's landscape and identity. Ghosts of the Gold Rush, legends and lore. California's ghost towns are not only steeped in history but also shrouded in legends and lore. Tales of lost mines, buried treasures and restless spirits have been passed down through generations, adding an eerie layer to these already atmospheric locations. One such legend is that of the Lost Padre mine, said to be hidden somewhere in the Anza Borrego Desert. According to the story, a Spanish priest stumbled upon a rich vein of gold in the 18th century, but died before he could reveal its location. Treasure hunters have been searching for the Lost Padre mine ever since, lured by the promise of untold riches. Another enduring legend is that of Joaquin Murrieta, the infamous bandit of Gold Rush, California. Said to have been driven to a life of crime after his wife was murdered and his land stolen, Murrieta became a Robin Hood-like figure, robbing from the rich and corrupt. Though he was supposedly killed by rangers in 1853, stories persist of Murrieta's ghost riding the hills of California, his treasure buried somewhere in the vast wilderness. Whether these tales are true or simply the product of overactive imaginations, they add an undeniable air of mystery and intrigue to California's ghost towns. They remind us that these abandoned places were once home to real people with their own hopes, dreams and fears. Preserving the past, California's ghost towns today. While many of California's ghost towns have vanished completely, swallowed by the desert or reclaimed by nature, others have found new life as tourist destinations and historical landmarks. Preservation efforts have ensured that these remnants of the past continue to captivate and educate visitors. Bodie State Historic Park, with its well-preserved buildings and artifacts, offers a glimpse into life in a 19th century mining town. Calico Ghost Town, partially restored and transformed into a tourist attraction, provides a fun and educational experience for families. Other ghost towns, while not as extensively preserved, are still worth a visit for those seeking adventure and a glimpse into California's past. Ruins of old buildings, abandoned mine shafts and weathered cemeteries can be found throughout the state, offering a tangible connection to a bygone era. Visiting these ghost towns is not just about stepping back in time, it's about appreciating the sacrifices made by those who came before us, the boom and bust cycles that have shaped California's economy, and the enduring allure of the Golden State's history. Conclusion: echoes of California's past. California's ghost towns are more than just abandoned buildings and dusty streets. They are tangible reminders of the state's rich and complex history. They stand as silent witnesses to the dreams of those who came seeking their fortune, the hardships they endured, and the legacy they left behind. As we've journeyed through these ghostly remnants of the past, we've encountered tales of both triumph and tragedy, of boom and bust, of lawlessness and resilience. We've explored the lives of miners, merchants, and families who called these towns home, and we've gained a deeper appreciation for the forces that have shaped California's identity. The next time you find yourself driving through the California landscape, keep an eye out for the telltale signs of a ghost town, a crumbling building, a weathered signpost, a lonely cemetery. Take a moment to stop, listen to the wind whistling through the empty streets, and imagine the stories these ghost towns could tell. For within their silence lies a wealth of history waiting to be discovered, a testament to the enduring spirit of California's past.